Scenes. I'm Melanie Querry and my co-host Andreas Beck. When we're meeting with business owners and marketing gurus, we are often asked, what's hot? What's happening? And what's new? What should we be looking into? What should we be allocating our dollars towards? Or what's coming? And right now, the hot new thing is ChatGPT. It's cool. It's a cool technology. It's definitely disrupting our industry. The digital world is a little bit upside down, trying to figure out what's going to happen with it and how is it going to take off, and how does it affect what's happening with content and storytelling that's out there. From a technical standpoint, Andreas, what do you think about ChatGPT?
Yeah, so let's talk about it specifically for the advertising industry. Obviously it's having a mass effect across the country and across the world, especially in education. But let's stick to advertising specifically today. So how can we use ChatGPT, and is it effective? So one area that we can use ChatGPT for is with copywriting, right? You put in your sentences and you're telling it what to do, and then you push it out. And for blog articles, for websites, you could definitely get a really nice start on something. So if you have a specific topic, you're going to, massage it, and it writes out a whole beautiful paragraph, multiple paragraphs for you. And, that's a good place to use it. Another area of copywriting would be taglines. We have not seen ChatGPT be effective for taglines. I can't just say, write a tagline for Pepsi, and then all of a sudden there's like this beautiful, perfect tagline. It just doesn't work that way. Another area with the copywriting is for press releases. So with press releases specifically, we have toyed with it. Our copywriter and I have had many conversations about it. And ultimately, you're going to have a bad time if you're going to tell ChatGPT to write you a press release for something. It's just not going to come out the way you want it to. It can't just generate quotes from business owners or organization leaders.
So if I'm a business owner who's trying to maybe cut costs or keep my overhead low, I could use this technology to type in, create a press release for me based off of this topic, and it's going to write a press release for me. That sounds great. Is the content
it's going to no, it's not going to be usable. You're going to have gibberish coming out at you, and you need to really massage that. And then, a press release is so much more than just the actual copy. It's the structure, it's the headline, it's the quote, it's the what we call a boilerplate at the bottom. There's just so much to the structure of a press release to make it effective for the customer that, ChatGPT just doesn't do all that for you.
Okay.
Another aspect of ChatGPT that we're toying with is keyword creation. So with Keyword Planner from Google, it's a really great tool, and it helps you to gain keywords for your advertising campaigns, whether it's programmatic or with a Google search or Bing or Yahoo search, for example. But, we have looked at that, and it has given us results. I don't think that it's anywhere near the capability of what Keyword Planner is for Google today. And then also from the creative side of things, there's something called DALL-E, which, pixel by pixel, it creates images for you based off of what you're looking for. So if I wanted to type in rainbows and butterflies with kangaroos, it'll actually literally create images that you're looking for. And it's wicked cool that it can do that. But, if you're trying to create a corporate ad that has the precision and the beauty and the all the creative elements with the right colors, scheme, and everything, it's just not going to generate that ad for you. So while it's disrupting, we also feel like it's also over sensationalized in the media today. I mean, every day you're reading this new GPT article about how someone got their doctorate because they wrote this all through ChatGPT. So, obviously it's hugely disruptive, but for our industry specifically, it's not just going to take away the advertising agency. And I believe that it's going to add to our abilities, but it's not going to take away an entire industry for advertising.
Okay, great. Well, more to come on that. We'll see how it affects the industry,
Absolutely.
how it affects major industries, multiple industries out there, and how it
and
evolves.
before we go,
Yeah.
I did briefly talk about this in a different video, but it's so interesting how it's affecting our industry is, we're having conversations with clients about Bing. And I love Microsoft. We're huge lovers of Microsoft, but Google is obviously the king elephant in the room. And with Bing, we're now having conversations about, maybe we're going to do part of the allocation. We're going to take some funds and put that into Bing, because it is just, everyone's going to it because everyone's trying to learn about ChatGPT, and it's becoming more and more used. And, it's not 50% of the market. Okay. I can't even tell you exact numbers, but maybe 10%. It might get to 10% soon. But ultimately we are having those conversations. So it's disrupting Google. And, in the articles we read about Google, they're also being disrupted. So, people are looking, people are watching.
Yeah. And people are using it, and it'll be fun to see how it plays out.
Yeah. It's going to be really interesting.
Yeah. Thanks so much for joining us. Feel free to comment or subscribe or check out our website, beyondspotsanddots.com.